Snubs to the Rockets, for the love of the chopsticks. Right there for the plug, then I pop shit. Faced with immeasurable odds. Some of you niggas found pleasure in God. Measuring rod, they treasure their jobs. Athletic build, moving with purpose. Tapped in the magnetic fields, moving with serpents. To my brokers, a stroker. Al Roker couldn't predict the storms that follow, the porn that follow. Same a tree, they form for Rollo. We made it rain and we burnt money. Bentley truck, interior burnt honey. Anyway, I take respect over riches any day. I take neck from your bitches any day. Pennyweight, that's a neck full of riches any straight. Shifting through paradigms, the color of Geechee Dan. Drifting through the Carolines, color in the Geechee land. Time will tell. We move around the 33rd parallels, like Coney Island carousels. Fell asleep in Roswell, woke up in Cozumel. Pyramid hopping, chariot shopping. Number one seller, author of conscious fiction. Composition, confidence dripping. Continent drifting, a walking contradiction with a contradiction. Brooms and mops, Mr. Clean, we conquered the kitchen. Facts and fiction, contrary to popular predictions. Red pill, popping your prescriptions, stopping your addictions. Yeah, bitchin' with the hoes. Black magic, yeah, bitchin' with the zones. Anything goes, cooking in Brooklyn. Cocaine and push, new strains of the kush. We call that Hussein in the bush. We from distant lands. Our DNA, different strands, different strains. Same planet, but different planes. Citizen Kane, Rosebud, they wanna get us in chains. Rosewood, the safety, stay off position. Chaos positions. Never took a day off the kitchens, way off in pitching. Bitches out here fighting for fashion over, crashing rovers, gassing over 3 times. Pre-crimes, Versace from your heyday, on layaway like Takashi and Treyway. Hopping with the AK, the war is a double consciousness, the devil's competence and accomplishments. When rhetoric turns into reason, the predicates turn into heathens. And the rules in Connecticut is seasoned. Soon after disease would follow. I'm the same nigga that the D's would follow. Marlowe, my fam grew moving trees like Rollo. Before they seized the Gallardo. Went from Pablo, hopping out Diablos. Designer robes, dark side of the moon like the China probes. Believe it or not, my mind is on Wrigley's. Believe it or not, my mind on the big leagues. Ice Cube with the big three. Vine in the fig tree. Man on the big B's. Moving back in time like the Frisbees.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, y'all know about this beat right here? Huh? Y'all know what this is right here? Anyway, that's that Bill Bixby that you just heard. It sounds even better when you listening to it on the streaming platform. So go to Tidal, Spotify. You know what I'm talking about? You know, if you on YouTube, go and put Bill Bixby in YouTube if you don't have any of those subscriptions and you boycotting them. But if you subscribe to Apple Music, Tidal, anyone, you're going to find Bill Bixby spinning. You know what I mean? That's up there. Go buy that. You know what I mean? Go put that on your phone. Go ride out to that. That's the first single off of the Scorpion King Part 2. And I ain't gonna be stingy. When the new music starts rolling in, you know, we'll give y'all snippets of it. But without further ado, welcome to Third Eye Thursdays, episode 21 with your host, Brother Red Pill. And before we begin, you already know what we gonna do. Let's do this roll call so we know who's in the building. All right, talk black to me. Okay, so first we got VA in the building, but of course, All right, Virginia's for lovers, and I love us. I love me some Virginia. Shout out to Kentucky. Shout out to Mississippi. Shout out to DC in the building. All right. Shout out to Florida, Orlando to be exact. Uh, the Carolinas, Gullah and Geechee Land. Shout out to Newark. Shout out to St. Thomas, the Virgin Islands. Bomba Clyde, my homeland. Shout out to Maryland. Shout out to VA. Okay. Shout out to Richmond. California is in the building. Okay. AZ is in the building. All right. Tucson, Arizona's in the Colorado's in the building. Northwest Mexim is in the building. Geechee Gullah love. You already know Geechee Gullah love all day. That's why I gave y'all a shout out on the song. Dade County in the building. 305 Kendall. I'm talking about Overtown. Hallelujah. 405 is in the building. Indeed. Oakland is in the building. Town Business. Let's see if Steph and them is going to get that W tonight. Okay, Birmingham, England in the building. All right. And Noah's in the building. What up, baby? H-Town. Florida's in the building. Look, like I said, we heavy in the South. We heavy in the Midwest. We heavy in the West. You know what I'm talking about? We heavy in the East. We heavy across the pond. It's beautiful. I just don't, it's beautiful for everybody to know who's in the building when we here, right? Don't you feel better like that? Brooklyn is, oh my goodness. It wouldn't have been a goddamn stream if Brooklyn wasn't here. Philly is in the building. You know what I mean? ATL is in the building. These are all black meccas. Let me remind you. Okay? These are all potential meccas for us to coexist and to prosper. The Southwest is in the building. South Carolina, Texas in the building. I will be in Texas next week. I'm excited about it. Houston, Texas. Houston, we have a solution, not a problem. You know what I'm talking about? We have a solution. Flatbush is in the building. It wouldn't be exact if Flatbush was in the building. Salute to anybody and everybody in Flatbush tuned in. That is it's one of my hometowns right there. Philadelphia is in the building. Naptown is in the building. All right. We're at Houston at the Shape Center. It's going to be Professor Griff, Red Pill, and Blue Pill making history. And tonight you have the pleasure of hearing a little bit about it. All right. And then you could watch an episode that I uploaded to this YouTube channel, Know the Ledge Media. And we have a video with Red and Blue Pill where we were on an Instagram Live last night, giving you the details about what you're going to receive and what you're going to get and what we're going to deliver in the lecture in Houston, June 9th, Sunday, June 9th at the Shape Center. And the title of our lecture is part of an ongoing lecture series that we started 10 years ago. Okay, at this point, this is prophecy. It's not just a lecture. We up here doing prophetic things. It's a symposium. And it started 10 years ago in ATL, KTL and the ATL in 2009, where we were doing lectures with Professor Griff. He was on the bill. Black Dot was on the bill. A.A. Rashid was on the bill. Noble Lampu was on the bill. And we went there and we made a classic. You know what I mean? And that's a Snapple fact. You know what I'm saying? We laid out a classic. So we've been doing this lecture series for 10 years. I didn't even realize it was that long until I counted it up. I was like, well, God damn it. You know what I mean? That's a legacy right there. We're about 11 installations already in. And if you if you have the privilege of being able to see any of those, Fear of a Black Planets that we did, you already know what happened, what's been laid out, the prophecy that's been laid out, every single time. So shout out to Professor Griff. That's the OG right there. He's, unlike what we see that proliferates, the internet, These days, when it seems the gates have fallen, like when the dragons blew down the gates and went, what was that, in the last, the second to the last Game of Thrones, and everybody ran through the goddamn kingdom. It seems like that's happened in many other places that I could relate to, but definitely in the conscious community these days, because anybody could say anything at any time of the day, and that shit fly, it grows wings, and you know what I mean. There's an active troll energy that gives birth to anything that a nigga could dig up out of the mud. But before, it was controlled, and before, people like a Professor Griff were, you know, putting in a lot of work, and the work was verifiable, and the work stood on its own merits, and the work was researchable, and he's been doing that to this day. You know what I'm saying? So he has some projects that are coming up. He'll be talking about that when we're in Houston. The Oculus documentary. It's very interesting, the concept that the brother's going with. So definitely support him on that. Blue Pillar. Blue Pillar will be doing the second half of our show tonight. I'm gonna be on until 11 um 11 o'clock. Blue Pill is going to come on at 11:11. I don't know if the family is aware of this, but there's a $44 million. I'm going to turn this thing off right here. This light. This is kind of bright. There's a $44 million lottery. This a jackpot that they're drawing tomorrow, right? And one of the things that we know, and one of the things that we could guarantee, and one of the things that has been proven. Oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna turn this light back on. This shit is mad. It's getting a little dim in here. One of the things that can be proven is that the power of the collective mind is far more superior, far more supreme, and far more magical than one mind. You want to debate that? You guys want to go to the? You want to go to the ring with that one? I don't think you would get out. I think you would get Dante Wilder than the first. That's what I think. So you can't stand on that shit. The power of the collective is better than just one. So rather than leave each one of us individually, I just, on the roll call, we just identified that, nigga, it's a global network in the building tonight of, you know, some people on a very high vibration. So why would we leave each one of us into the wilderness to try to hit the jackpot when collectively we can have a meditation, or collectively we could come together as a collective and put some numbers in the ethers, or pull some numbers down and make sure that they draw our numbers tomorrow. Okay? So Blue Pill is going to be on at 11:11, giving y'all the blue pill. That blue pill, you saw American Gangster? You remember the blue magic? Well, Blue Pill is going to come and give you some blue magic. You know what I'm saying? And for those who receive blue magic in the form of the Law 44, or in the form of Seven Heaven Seymours, or in the form of whatever information that brother disseminates, you know what I'm saying? You know what it does for you. So come, you know, so tap in. All right. I'm gonna talk about, you know, a few things that are going on, and then we're gonna tap out. All right. One of the announcements that I want to make is the Saturday stream for American Gods is going to be postponed. And the reason why I'm going to postpone it is because while putting everything together, I realized that this time sequence in which I have to give the information for the American Gods is going to come after I give the information out for this thing that we're doing in Houston. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'll contact everybody who has already purchased tickets, and we'll let you know about the date that we're gonna reschedule it to. It may be 2 Sundays. It may be the Sunday after the 9th. So we'll let the family know. But June the 9th is definitely, you know, that you don't, that's there, that's locked in, that's gonna be that's in stone already. There's even talks of a pop-up shop between brother Pop Darby, my brother Tyreek, who owns and opened up and is the proprietor and the cook of Soul Vegan restaurant in Houston in the 3rd Ward, doing monumental business. So we're going to be doing a pop-up out there as well, because we have to show the family who have come to support us and believe, and not just believe but know in what it is that's being put out there is solution based, transformative, and it helps add on to what it is that you about. I need you to see business owners that look like you. I need you to hear the stories of people who I remember when we were sitting around years ago in Houston. It was like 2013. And the guard was telling me his ideas and whatnot all the way back then. We chilling in I'm at his crib, connecting with the brother. And this happened through YouTube. This happened through the internet. But that's the power of these networks. So now the brother is doing monumental things, and we just want to celebrate each other while we're here. So the pop-up is gonna be there. And then we're gonna have my good brother who I saw today, who is in, he's in his zone right now. I'm talking about none other than beloved Loaded Lux, who in Houston, Texas, the same weekend of the lecture that we're doing, this brother's gonna be facing a very formidable foe, and a brother by the name of Th3rd. Shout out to Th3rd, vegan verb. The brother went vegan, and he's out here catching a lot of bodies and whatnot. This is battle rap that we're talking about for the family that's unfamiliar. But Loaded Lux is one of the premier battle rappers. He is what is considered the GOAT of battle rapping at this point. If and it's not even said by me, it's his peers that even say it. They're like, Loaded is the GOAT. Loaded, he's the top one. And that's fam right there. So, we gonna be out there supporting our family. You know what I'm saying? So Houston is going to be an interesting weekend. And I'm also going to be at the ISS trade show out there for anybody that's in the trade shows. This is a clothing and apparel trade show. You know what I'm talking about? With Alibaba and the big wigs are. You know what I mean? That will be in Houston, and I'm tapping into that for anybody that's out there that's registered or wants to register. The ISS Houston. Come and get this game. You wanna come as a party? You wanna walk like Asians through the thing? You wanna walk around like Asians with little tote bags? Or little duffel bags? They got mad stacks in them. Because this trade show is about big business and big money. And this is where the big boys come to play. So, I got my scuba gear. I'm coming to swim with the sharks and the whales. You feel me? So Houston is it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. So I'm gonna take this whole time right now to prepare for that, and then we're gonna give y'all the live stream in America. And believe you me, American Gods ain't going nowhere. I need to do a few commercials. Like, truth be told, the shit is so powerful, it deserves some marketing and promo anyway, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? It deserves at least a trailer. You feel me? So I gotta treat these. I just came from a where's the copyright paper? I just came from a copyright class at the state office building in Harlem. It was raining cats and dogs. Me and Blue and my Wiz, we pulled up in there and we tapped in. And I'm telling you, this shit is like, you need to know about this. You need to know about trademarks, intellectual property. You need to learn about copyrights. For all of my Moors that are out there, the people, not the people with the technology Moorish shit. I'm talking about the ones that are upright, that are just gonna deal with the law the way that the shit is, and interpret it and give us the cheat codes. You know what I'm saying? And work this thing the way it's supposed to be worked. Not to say that that's not how it's done, but if people out there that could confuse you. You come in and get the bag, and they'll wind up giving you the purse. So this is basic shit, but this is basic shit that you need to know. Yo, God, my copyright is protected by Sirius B. Oh yeah, and who else, my nigga? You know what I'm talking about? Does this office know about Sirius B, nigga? You know what I mean? Like, log it in, my nigga. Log it in. You know what I'm saying? It's certain data banks, your shit needs to be logged in. So we need to log our shit in. We need to patent our stuff and copyright it and trademark it and understand what intellectual property is, because they're gonna own everything that we came up with in a few years if we don't get on top of it. So when I'm doing these lectures, and I'm talking about the classics that I've already done, it ain't when I'm doing these. I got lectures that are bona fide, certified classics. You understand? These are works. These are copywritten works. These are works. These are symposiums. Like, so if you understand what I'm saying, you know, my shit deserves more. You know, I need a little more pre-production. You know, I need a little more. It's about marketing and promotions. It's about a lot of things, rollouts and all kind of stuff. Like, this is a product. This information, this is called intellectual property. And you're an infopreneur. You understand? In this world that we live in, of the age of an entrepreneur, if you don't see yourself as an infopreneur, and what it is that you're doing with your intellectual property, everything that comes out of your mouth, everything that's coming from your mind, everything that you're thinking and conceiving, whatever I'm putting together a lecture, it's all original thought. It's all put together because they're explaining in these classes the terminology, not like I never knew it before, but when you go and you see certain things laid out in front of you, strong versus weak trademarks, trademark infringement, proper trademark usage, trademark protection, trademark enforcement, fair use trademark, copyright, copyrightable works, registration. Why bother with copyright protection? How long does copyright protection last? Ownership, works for hire, because everybody's a tough guy on Pluto and Mars. And everybody's a tough guy and old goon visits them on Halloween and shit like that. And everybody's on the internet with all of this fancy shit. But my niggas, understand this, okay? You could play all you want. If your shit is not protected, nigga, hold on. If your domain name is not trademarked, if you don't got copyright protection, nigga, if you don't got ownership, if you're not registered, and you don't got copyrightable works, what the fuck are you doing? You might think that you being all, you know what I'm saying, I don't deal with them people. I don't deal with them people. You could play that shit all you want. Them people coming for your shit. Them people will be wearing your boxers, nigga, standing in your house, smiling at you. While you outside trying to, and will escort you off of your property if you don't got your shit together. These are paper gangsters. They play a different kind of warfare that you probably are not mature enough, or you have not evolved, or you don't understand the age and the fucking time that you exist in. You niggas still think it's the Stone Ages. You niggas really still think that this is the fucking Bronze Ages. This is the age of light right now, but it's also the paper age. It never fucking really transitioned. You know what I mean? It went from analog to digital, but it's still the paper age. And this is the experience age. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. The experience age means that the shit that you learned in the information age, you're gonna fucking experience it. So get ready. Nigga, strap in. You know what I'm talking about? I'm strapped in. I'll clap you coma. Somebody give me the update on the game, please. Talk black to me. You see the black vest? Shout out to my brother 19 Keys, Derek Grace. I got a lot of support from my shifters. You know what I mean? I got a lot of support from a lot of the family at the BAM Festival. Shout out to everybody that copped the vest. Love and light to every one of y'all. You know what I'm talking about? You know, that off Not that off-white, but that on black. Look at the back. Talk black. I don't want to snap my back, but that on black with that chaos magic symbol. You know what I'm talking? Like, hold up. You see that shit right there? Come on. We working the pot, nigga, and putting it on the clothes. What are you talking about? Raptors is up? Okay. You got off-white, well, we got on black. It's like zeros and ones. Off-white, on black. He got the X. I put the cross on it. We made the chaos magic. And who's chaos magic? What's black matter? What's dark matter considered? What's this whole 99% dark universe? It's chaos matter, nigga. What's the shit that hip hop represents? Hip and hop, chaos matter. What was most of you niggas born out of? Chaos magic. What are they beating you with? Chaos magic. You know what I'm talking about? So if you don't own these symbols, nigga, they will own you. If you don't take it back, nigga, it will take you somewhere. Apparently, niggas been taken for a ride because everything is the Illuminati. Everything is so scary in these niggas' spooky ass universe that they live in a bizarro world like this. Because I could tell you that these niggas is Chicken Little, and I could tell you that these niggas live in fear based off of simple things that I've spotted. Look, I'm a psychoanalysis. Look at the shit that just happened yesterday with Nick Cannon and the Dr. Sabi shit that they tried to throw out there. They threw a meme out there, and niggas went cuckoo and lost it. Yes, they did. You damn right they did. Hold on. Hello? Yeah. Yeah, them niggas lost it. Uh-huh. Yeah, Sabi. Yeah. You should have heard what they was saying to Nick. He hung up on me. You should have heard what they was saying to Nick in the comment sections. It was niggas putting up like eulogies to Nick Cannon just off of a rumor. Do you know what that reflection is? That means that the same community that Dr. Sabi died trying to heal is still fucking sick. That's what it showed me. That these niggas is still sick. Because anybody that was healthy and you saw some shit going around that said Nick Cannon didn't do the documentary because he feared for his life, you would be like, who said that? Where's that come from? It didn't even have a fucking news credit source on it. It wasn't even TMZ. And you niggas ran with that. So what does that show me? Nobody heard Nick Cannon say that. It was a meme. The shit spread like wildfire off of a meme, bro. What are you gonna do when they show the UFOs to you niggas? What are you gonna do when they show you the aliens, nigga? They're getting you ready for that. You better get your vest, nigga. What are you talking? Don't wait for the sale. Then they say winter is here. All of that meme magic. That's right. Whoever got that book about Trump and the dark magic. Let me see. You got to go read about the meme magic. We were showing you the book all through the winter. And that's exactly what you're seeing take place. It's called meme magic. And the book is called Dark Star Rising. Okay? Magic and power in the age of Trump. Magic and power in the age of Trump. Like I said, the lecture in Houston is called Fear of a Black Planet 2, the media manipulation of the melanated mind. And that right there, family, is a perfect example of the manipulation, because the media means the new media, social media. So that means memes, all kind of shit, trolling, niggas clout chasing, clickbaiting, all of these bird ass niggas, they got YouTube channels. Like all of that is a part of the meme magic, because a lot of that shit is completely acidic and fake news. The whole shit fake news. So, you know, you gotta get into the reading, my nigga. You niggas wanna be like Nipsey, everybody run around with marathon shirts. Well, he read books. And we telling you these are some books that you need to read right now, because they're giving you some keys. You know what I mean? We're gonna incorporate some of this information in the American Gods lecture from this book, and we'll also include that in the lecture with Professor Griff. But we have a 4-hour lecture in Houston with 3 legends. How much information do you think we're gonna have to shave off just to condense it in the amount of time to just feed the family these, you know, within a time limit? I do a regular show right here, and it's 2 hours, damn near 3.5 hours. I'm just sitting here kicking it, like chopping it up, shooting the willy bow. I'm not teaching. I don't have my notes in front of me. I don't have my setup. I don't have my lecture. You're not even hearing the real lesson. I promise you, this is just, we're really just kicking it, as you can see. So something has to evolve from the current situation that we find ourselves in with this time limitation, because we're still in the physical realm. Remember, bits versus atoms, it's a real struggle. Okay? So when you're confined to brick and mortar, you don't understand that there's more power, or there's fire, there's bigger power, there's more reach, there's more possibilities in click and order other than brick and mortar, henceforth the retail apocalypse. But look, in a click and order situation, what I can't give you in a 2-hour lecture, I could do it in a 4, even an 8-hour lecture, because I'm on a live stream. I'm talking like this. I could turn my camera, I could turn the device that I'm streaming from on and off when I please. There's no time limit. There's no, yo, you gotta leave. Yo, we gotta bring the church service in. Yo, you know what I mean? I got a flight to catch. We get the whole lesson out. So we do Fear of a Black Planet 2 first, and then we're gonna give you American Gods, which will be a longer version of that, the information that we're gonna set it off with in the Fear of a Black Planet Part 2 lecture with me, Griff, and Blue Pillar. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get into that. So, you know, this is about tapping in. Like I said, you gotta be of the now. You have to be in the now. Being in the now means tapping into what's accessible to you right now, and stop focusing on the shit that happened yesterday, because actually yesterday does not exist. Unfortunately, I hate to break the news to you, but it doesn't. The only thing that matters is right now. And even tomorrow don't exist. So the present is the present. Henceforth the same name. A gift, a present, and the fact that you're living in the present, that's the motherfucking gift. You could do anything that you want right now. The only thing is, you can't do it if you wait too long, or if you're thinking about when you used to do it, because that don't have nothing to do with right now. I'm talking about. So, it's a lot of work to do. I'm trying to see the time. Okay. it's so much propaganda out here. It's ridiculous. You know, Power of Now is a good book. It definitely is. Where those books at? Where those books at? Oh, you ain't bring no books up?
The God.
Okay. Power Now. Yeah, that's a good book. You know. The Mastermind Principle. That's a good book. Let me see if I see that book. I always recommend this book too. This is a great book to start off with. Hold on. It's a black book. This is another book. This don't got nothing to do with what we talking about, but this is Zero, the biography of a dangerous idea. This book is about zero and how that number was created. Very interesting story. Yeah. I don't know what that other book is, but yeah, this is a good book to read. I'm sure a lot of people have read that already. Alright. But yeah, man, you know, I'm definitely, let me see. Mega Millions 44. You already know. Like I said, at 11:11, I'm going to end this broadcast and Blue Pill is going to do a Zoom. He's going to do a live, but it'll be from a Zoom. So he's doing an 11:11 special edition for tonight. And, you know, in about 30 minutes or 40 minutes to be exact. So I'm looking forward to that. And tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead, as I'm charged up off of this meditation, and I'm going to go ahead and play some numbers. You know what I'm talking about? And if anybody got some numbers that they want to share with me, go ahead and hit me on my inbox. I take numbers. You know. That's how it is. But make sure y'all go to kingscounty.com, kingscounty.bigcartel.com and get your vests. You know what I'm saying? We got a few vests left for the second order, and they're definitely going fast. And there's a sale that we have on the vests as well. So make sure y'all go and grab them up. The point of power is now. It definitely is. It definitely is. Any word on Brother Rich? Brother Rich is good. Yeah, Brother Rich is good. YouTube is affecting Brother Rich's channel. You know, YouTube is beginning to act a little more aggressive towards our good brother, Father Rich. So we were supposed to do a broadcast with the brother to talk about what's going on. And that will be coming up very soon. But yeah, he got a lot of footage, but you know, Father Rich, man, he's a new father, so he's dealing with his seed. How come I don't sell any pants? We're about to start selling shorts, and we do jogger pants and stuff, but we're about to come out with a whole line of about 7 colors of all shorts, all cotton shorts, and also some other shorts that have just designs already on them. You know what I'm saying? That's coming real soon. So yeah, we don't have pants, but we coming with some shorts. We got a whole bunch of shorts coming. How much for the vest? The vest $100. Okay, the vest is $1, and it's on the site. You feel me? And you know, if we get more, we'll let y'all know. We were even tossing around the idea of doing customizing Whereas if you do a minimum order of about 6, you could get your own logo. You know what I'm saying? You could get your thing customized. Customized. Is it a bulletproof vest? It's a tactical vest. You could put a bulletproof plate in this vest. Okay? The plate is sold separately. We don't sell this with a plate. If you were to buy this with a plate, you would pay about $500 and more. Okay? Just a FYI. So, but you have every right. You, regular Joe Public, regular citizen, you have every right to protect yourself and to get your ass a plate if you think you need one. You feel me? Depending on bullet caliber. Okay. Well, there's different plates that protect you from different calibers. I mean, it's as easy as a Google search. It's not top secret information. This is something that everybody should know. As you know, right? But remember, pay attention. Whoever's, if you live in Atlanta, if you live in major cities or major states, people are wearing this for the summer. You know what I mean? Like, this is a trend. You're gonna see this in a lot of places. So it's part of the culture. You know, what we're doing is we're giving it its proper spin from our perspective. We in the streets too. We're a streetwear line. So our interpretation of streetwear is different from, any other brand that's out there. You know what I'm saying? Level 1 Kevlar. Yeah. Trauma plates. Exactly. Trauma plates. You feel me? So in the American Gods lecture, the live stream that I'll be doing, we're going to we're gonna dive into the impact that hip hop is having, both positively and negatively, in global affairs, cultural affairs, even spiritual affairs. We're also gonna talk about the effect of you know, the effect that the alignments of certain planets and constellations even have on activities that we begin to see in hip hop. Because in hip hop, you have artists, you got hip hop artists, but then you got those hip hop superstars, and then you have those hip hop icons. Those are all 3 different levels of people. Let's be clear. Like, those are all 3 different resonators. They all have 3 different purposes. Um, those are all 3 different levels of power. So we're going to talk about a lot of that stuff. We're going to get into it. We're going to speak about the fact that the TV show American Gods helped, and they helped to assist the idea that people like Bobby Hemmett, Brother Panic, Dr. Valentine, and a few other people were inferring to in their teachings when they were explaining to their students that the concept of the new gods versus the old gods, or the concept of the fact that there are new gods, new demigods and demiurges on the planet, that the majority, the masses of people worship, have faith in, and believe in the same capacity that they believe in deities that they were, that are part of their tradition, or they were introduced to from, you know, their ancestors. And in the TV show American Gods, this on the Stars channel, if anybody has that channel, if you watch Power, that's Stars. So that's the channel that American Gods is in its 2nd season. And it's also a book, and the book is definitely a worthy read. If you want the book, you can email me at themark125@gmail, and I'll send you that PDF on God. I'll get that to you, okay? It shows that the new gods are the World Wide Web, the internet, new media, the dark web, Um, and a few other characters. But they focusing mostly on the World Wide Web, the internet, who's a young white boy. Um, there was an episode where the dark web got killed by somebody, and they're focusing on new media, who's a Japanese chick. Like, and then they're going against the old gods, Anubis, Anansi, Belquis, Shadow Moon, which is the Aboriginal Indian god. They're going against those old gods. Those old gods are falling out of power. Kali is there. They got Kali in there. Ishtar's in there. You know what I mean? All of these are old gods fighting against these new gods for your attention. Okay? So in America, 2019, when we talk about influence, when we talk about people who the masses look up to and believe in and give power to and give praises to and follow, then you could look no further than the hip hop superstar. And I mean, for some small degree, social media influencers, they have a stake as well. But they're part of this new godhood. They're part of this new priesthood. They're part of this new pantheons of immortals that are not like the old gods of lore, but hip hop. I'm talking about the superstars. I'm talking about the Hovas of the world. I'm talking about the Beyoncés of the world. I'm talking about the Diddy's of the world. I'm talking about the Drakes of the world. You understand? I'm talking about that kind of shit. And the fact that these artists have, you know, they have the power to shape reality. They have the power to influence culture. They have the power to shift things on a global scale. And they also have the power to wreak havoc on a global scale. And they also have the power to put people into a deep coma and a deep sleep and under deep spells on a global scales. So they are endowed with powers of gods, which is to either build or destroy. And we're privy enough to see some of these gods demonstrate both sides of their powers or both polarities of their powers. So we're getting to see philanthropy J along with crack selling Jay-Z, right? We're getting to see the balance. Hold on. I didn't see any of the cash apps going off. So my cash app is Phil Moreland. First of all, I got into this without saying, family, please send condolences to Empress B444's family. She is dealing with a loss in her family. Our moderator, our trusted, honorable moderator, our loyal moderator, Empress B444, who holds it down and does the damn thing unlike any other. You know, we want to send her energy, right? Energy in the form of love, energy in the form of currency, energy in the form of condolences. So Empress B444, that's her cash app. Phil Moreland, PhilMoreland. That's my name. That's my government. Phil Moreland. That's my cash app. Okay? I might make that my album goddamn name so you can remember it. But yeah, hit it up. Okay? You know. Indeed, indeed. Many of us are being challenged. Many of us are going through and experiencing the effects of Pluto retro, you know, the effects of uh, Saturn retro, Where can you find my music? On all of the streaming services. Put Red Pillar, Pillar. You can't find Red Pill in any streaming services. There's a white boy who raps named Red Pill, as far as I know, but Red Pillar is the music name. That's my moniker in the arts. And in the sciences, I'm Red Pill. Okay? Thank you for your 444 donation. That's gratitude. All right? And yeah, Twin Pillars. That's where you get Blue Pillar. When we do our music, Twin Pillars, is because it's not the pills, it's the pillars. It's a whole intellectual property law basics. What is patentable? Patents, trademark protection, copyright, all that shit. It's a whole nother entity. I want to have those conversations. I want to do pop-ups and I want to have those conversations. I want to have those Zoom talks. Facts2020.org, y'all. Sign up. Let's sign up. I got thousands of people signing up. I feel very excited. I feel very honored and whatnot. I'm looking for 10,000 of us, okay? And that can happen before the summer's over. Easily, that's a layup. That's another picture with Nick Cannon. I just say, yo, I need 10,000 on facts2020.org. Let's go. You know, but this is the goal. So I'm about reaching the goal. So facts2020.org. All I'm asking the family to do is sign up. Let's get your emails. Let's get your information. If that's what you want to do, if you want to organize and rise, if you want to build a network and come together and get, you see, we all in here right now. It's just a regular night on Thursday, 300 plus of us, and we're from everywhere around the world. So imagine when we come together as a network that we're serious and we understand the power of the present is to be a gift in right now, the gift of the now. The fact that you could make $1 million in 1 fucking minute. You could be a 1 minute millionaire. These are the days that was prophesied. You're living in it. So you think I'm not taking advantage of it? You must be out of your mind. You must have lost your noodles. You know what I'm talking about? You know? But this is this world on some Thanos shit. This world is for the taking. And you are the inevitable. You feel me? They're getting you ready for the UFOs, man. Like, Trump is trying, Trump is, he's doing trade tariffs on China and Mexico. He's trying to dry up the bread. He's trying to dry up the bread. But we the money. You have to always understand that. We are the money. Even with a plug in China or without one in Mexico, we still the bag. Because all that Mexican money that was flowing in, who did it help? And where is that help at? Where's the trade lines from that? Where's the building from that? Where's the institutions that was built out of all of that? So if you can't show me a standing building, if you can't show me a pyramid, a monument, an edifice, then that shit was a waste of time, because it's some gods and goddesses inside of federal and state property right now who we could be using on this motherfucking, on these front lines. You know what I mean? So, you know, and what I'm talking about for translation is the fact that a lot of our brothers and sisters got with Mexicans to, in the drug trade. You know what I mean? They plugged in with the Mexicans in the drug trade. And as a result of that, it hasn't necessarily favored our communities. From the looks of it, from what I could see, I don't know, shit. Maybe we driving down the wrong blocks. But from the looks of things, it's not doing anybody any good. Meanwhile, though, they're building towers and castles and ivory towers in every single hood that I'm going in. I'm talking about they building castles. And like I said before, my mentality is there's nothing that could keep me out of a castle. You know what I mean? If they build a castle in the hood, nigga, that castle is for me. You know what I'm talking about? You know, shit. They building me a castle on 2/5. You think I'm gonna mentally block myself out of being in a penthouse apartment or, you know, being in wherever I want to be at? Knowing that all is mental? You know, knowing that that you can't be on, that this shit is limitless, that you can't be on, you got to be on your no limit. Now, Percy Miller. Are those shades that I'm rocking for sale? No, but Blue Pill has a he has, Blue Pill got these for sale. Hit up Blue Pill for these for sale. Okay? But these not for sale. These is actually for out of the archives. You know what I'm talking about? These was in the museum. These was in a case. I had to break them out tonight. So I'm not gonna talk y'all to death because 11 o'clock is around the corner, right? And I got work to do, and Blue Pill is about to come on, so I'm gonna get ready for his show because I got my pen and my pad. I'm ready to take this information down and channel these numbers. If I get 100 numbers, I'm gonna play 100 of them. It's a 4 jack. It's a 44 million jackpot, nigga. Is that not the ancestors talking to me? Huh? Excuse me. 444. Oh yeah, KT got shades too. 444 millies on the road to the billies, my nigga. You think I'm not playing that? You think that's not magical? You think that's not mystical? You think that's not you think that's not the ancestors playing the harps for you niggas to get it, to get one? I have no time whatsoever to be thinking about any L's. The only L's that I think about, I roll them up and smoke them. Okay? So let's get with Blue in a few minutes. Take your smoke break, your water break, or if you go to sleep or whatever, listen to Blue Pill's program on the way to work and play your numbers. You know what I'm saying? This is something, the numbers game, which is not a lotto, but the numbers game was founded by Casper Holstein, who happened to be from the Virgin Islands, St. Croix to be exact. And he worked on Wall Street, and he devised his own version of what he saw going on the stock exchange, and he named it they called it the numbers game. The numbers game, when it was infiltrated by the Italian mafia taking over, it turned into the lottery system. And that's what you're playing when you go and punch those machines. So when you go in there, just go with the spirit of Casper Holstein, and you want to get what's due and what was taken from him and the Cold Crush brothers. You know what I'm talking about, nigga? Can you see me holding a check? Where's my ancestor money? Hold on. I will get up there. Oh no, this is for the people. Oh, please believe me. Oh, this is for the people. Oh, let us go. This is for the people. Oh, you shouldn't have gave me $444 million, motherfuckers. Like, let's go. This is for the people. We making it rain for the people. You know, everybody's looking for that magic bullet, that way out. You know what I'm talking about? So, nigga, dollar in a dream. Okay? It can happen. Like anything else can happen. Like Thanos said, the inevitable. Nigga, it's inevitable that you hit a lick. You hit the dice game, nigga, it's inevitable that you hit 666 at least once. Or head crack. So, you in a lotto, you on a lotto line, nigga, head crack. Make it happen. And when you hit, just come and see the brothers, because we'll be on your ass like the twins was on Zuckerberg. Holla. Alright? But with that being said, June the 9th You could play with it if you want. Miss history if you want. Nigga, be on the wrong side of history. It bothers me none. I'm gonna be there Sunday at the Shape Center in Houston, June 9th with Professor Griff and Blue Pillar. You know what I'm talking about? You might even, well, nah, it's not that long, so I said you might get some music at the pop up. And then we're gonna be doing a pop up that Friday as well. And then I'm gonna be at the trade show, the ISS. And then I'm also gonna be at this battle rap thing. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna have my daughter Wisdom Belly with me. So with that being said, and then like I said, the American Gods live stream for this weekend, we've postponed that. That's going to be sometime in June, and I will email everybody who purchased tickets and give you the option of either, you know, going to the postponement date or we will refund you. No problemos. All right. But with that being said, love and light to the family. The universe is conspiring for your success. You know what I'm talking about? We doing this together. You know, even though we come here individually, we know that teamwork make the dream work. And like Wisdom Bella said, dream work makes the life work. My 5-year-old said that to me. She said, dream work makes the life work. That's from Bill. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. That's a Wisdom Bella quote. She got her own line coming anyway. But yeah, go to Kings County and get these vests. Support the cause. You know what I'm saying? We got t-shirts and shorts coming. We got a whole summer line. I just been super busy, but I'm gonna jump on that. And yeah, we'll see you on Melanin Monday. All right. Salute to the family. Peace. Oh yeah, Philadelphia, July 13th. We are going to be at Black and Nobels with Professor James Smalls, July 13th, Philly. We're not going to be at Black and Nobels. They're sponsoring and they're promoting the event. We're going to be at a black church. So you will see flyers for the Philadelphia event. But as a result of that, I might be in the Roots Picnic this weekend in Philadelphia promoting that event. So look out for me out there. I might be in Philadelphia at the Roots Picnic event this weekend in Philly with the Philly family, doing it big. Talk black to me. You know what I'm talking about? But July the 13th, Philly, and then July the 14th, ATL at the Elevation event. All right, we're gonna let you know more about that. If you saw the video on my channel, we did Elevation. We're bringing that to the ATL July 14th. So